Good morning. I want to share this bit of encouragement this morning. I was making a stop to do a pickup, and I came across a young man that was a little far off, waiting to get in to do his pickup as well. And as I approached, I said, "Good morning." And it's like, "Good morning." And I said, "How you doing?" He said, "I'm hanging on." I said, "Hold on." So I stopped where I was. I said, "Let's try that again. You're doing more than hanging on, right?" And then he's like, "Nah, I'm just barely making it." I'm like, "Okay, hold on. What? Come on. You're doing more than that." And so as I walked up to him, he had the most beautiful smile, and I told him, I said, "You have the most beautiful smile." He said, "I know I'm smiling outside, but I got so much going on there's like I just don't know what I'm going to do, and I'm trying not to think about it, even though I'm thinking about it." And and he says, and I just like looked at him. I was like, "Okay." And he said, "I just don't have any choice." When he said that, it's like, oh my God. It was such a gut-wrenching feeling inside of me at that time, because I've heard that before. And it's like, okay, I stood right there. I said, "Hold on, let me tell you this story real quick." So I made a real quick synopsis of a situation I'm gonna share with you real quickly, where I was working just as COVID hit. I was working in a correctional facility as a nurse, and I remember that the powers that be there decided, in their great wisdom, that in order to contain COVID and not to have it spread among the other incarcerated individuals, they was going to put us, the nurses, with our medicine carts inside of the cell on the pods. Let me tell you something. Number one, that is compromising my safety. That's the major thing. It's compromising my safety, and really it can affect the care of these individuals, but mainly it's compromising my safety. Here you want to put me in a cell with everything that individuals that are incarcerated, majority of them want, and they do all kind of things to get it when they can't even have access to us. The medication card with medicines and syringes and narcotics. I mean, that was just... Anyway, I remember they said, "Well, you're going to have an officer with you." For the first couple of hours I did. And then the officer was like, "Well, we're going to have to change the shift, and you're not going to have anyone with you for a couple of hours." I was like, "Hold on." That's not going to happen. So I called the person in charge, told him the situation, and his words to me was, "You have no other choice." Let me tell you something. Oh, I had a choice. I could have took my bag and walked the heck up out of there. Okay? I could have done that. And in the midst of what was like a deep indignation that rose up inside of me, I'm glad I was able to talk to God about it, because let me tell you something. I had to make a decision. Was I going to walk away due to the compromising of my safety, and was I going to walk away, jeopardize my nursing license, and possibly the care of these individuals if they didn't have someone to replace me quick enough? Because these individuals were sick. Let me tell you something. I prayed, and I just believe God that He will help me to stay safe for the remainder of 5 hours. I did my job. And when it was time for me to go, I was gone. And let me tell you something, I never returned. I told my agency what happened, I wrote it up, and I told them I will not be going back. Number one, so I shared that with the young man. I let him know, you always have a choice. Don't ever let anything or anybody make you feel like you don't have a choice. And when you go ahead and you work, do what you gotta do, understanding you got a choice, then different avenues will start to open up for you. Don't let anybody ever make you feel like you're trapped. I'm gonna tell you right now, after I finished talking to him, he left. What he had to do, I had to do what I do. He can't. I saw him twice before he finally left, and he had the biggest grin on his face, biggest smile, and I was like, thank God. I'm thanking God that I was there. I was there for a reason. And what I had went through at that correctional facility, not only, you know, it was what it was, but however, it turned out to even be able to help somebody else. You know, definitely I told him, I said, you got a beautiful smile. I said, you know, you might not see where your choices are right now. I said, but you got choices. I said, and don't let the enemy steal your smile or your joy, because the devil is a liar. So anyway, whether it's a natural devil or the devil that's walking on 2 feet, I'm just saying, always have a choice, and always go for the higher ground. So, I want to share that tidbit. Yeah, very interesting morning. Have a great day.